Rowena locked the door, the click of the deadbolt echoing in the cavernous silence of her new home. It was supposed to be a fresh start, a quiet retreat from the city's noise. But as the last sliver of twilight died, the house seemed to exhale a silence that was older and deeper than she could comprehend. A floorboard creaked upstairs. "Just the house settling," she whispered, her voice a frail thread in the oppressive quiet. Later, curled on the sofa with a book she couldn't focus on, she heard it again, a soft, rhythmic tapping. It wasn't the wind or a branch. It was methodical. Tap, tap, tap. It seemed to come from inside the walls, a secret heartbeat within the house's old bones. She froze, straining to listen, her own heart hammering a frantic counter-rhythm against her ribs. She crept to the foot of the stairs, peering into the inky blackness of the second floor. The tapping stopped. In its place, a new sound drifted down a faint, melodic humming. It was a lullaby, but discordant and wrong, as if played on a broken music box. It was a child's tune, yet it held no innocence. A flicker of movement in her peripheral vision. She spun around, in the darkened dining room, for just a second. She thought she saw a man standing by the window, a tall, gaunt silhouette against the moonless night. But when she blinked, there was nothing, only the polished surface of the table reflecting the empty room back at her. The humming grew louder, closer. It was coming from her bedroom. Tem with trembling legs, she forced herself up the stairs, each step a monumental effort. The air grew cold, a damp chill that clung to her skin. The bedroom door was slightly ajar, a sliver of darkness beckoning her. She pushed the door open. The humming stopped instantly. The room was empty, but the window was wide open, the curtains billowing in a sudden, cold gust of wind. On her pillow, nestled in the indentation where her head should be, lay a single withered black rose. It hadn't been there before. A man's voice, low and guttural, whispered directly behind her. "You're in my house." She didn't scream. The sound was trapped in her throat, a knot of pure, unadulterated terror. She could feel his cold breath on her neck, smell the decay of damp earth and something sweet, like rotting flowers. She finally found her legs and bolted, not caring where she went, just away. She scrambled down the stairs, stumbling in the dark. The house seemed to fight her. A rug bunched under her feet. A door swung shut in her face. The humming started again, no longer a lullaby, but a triumphant, mocking tune that echoed from every corner. She reached the front door, her fingers fumbling with the deadbolt. It wouldn't turn. It was stuck or held. She rattled it desperately, sobbing now, as the slow, deliberate footsteps of the man began to descend the stairs behind her. Each step was a death knell. The footsteps stopped. A cold, skeletal hand rested on her shoulder. The guttural voice whispered again, a final, possessive statement. "You're home." The last thing she saw before the darkness took her was her own reflection in the door's glass panel. But the eyes staring back weren't hers anymore. They were cold, ancient, and filled with a terrible, malevolent joy.